have a filmmaker that normally shoots, directs, and an editor that edits, but I'm the producer of the films because I'm the one that uses them. So it came to me years ago when I was doing the San Jose Suite. When I was rehearsing it, I caught a bug maybe 3 or 4 days before heading to Costa Rica to do this research, and I befriended a photographer and videographer, and I said, "Why don't you come to Costa Rica with me?" Her name is Maria Nunes. I said, "Why don't you come to Costa Rica with me? What are you doing Boxing Day?" I was leaving Trinidad Boxing Day to go to Costa Rica, and she said, "I'm not doing anything. Let me just move a couple things," and we went to Costa Rica. And the reason I invited a videographer, or hired a videographer, was because I wanted to be able to study film, kind of like the way a coach studies film in basketball. But I want to be able to study the movements and be able to have visuals of the scenes after I had left to then write the music with. And so after writing that music, we did one performance in Trinidad where I was able to put a collage of photos and a couple of videos from the research, and the impact was great. People really enjoyed being able to see while they're here, so that they could see what inspired the music. So then, when I did my next major project, Carnival, the Sound of a People, I did the research. I had so much footage from the research for Carnival. I traveled all over Trinidad, interviewed, at least 100 musicians and practitioners, and recorded them as well. And so I had all this footage, and I'm gonna, so you can check it out. And after I music recorded, some of them I was like, I really want a short film. I want this to be the music for a film so that people could see what inspired my composition, so they could see the movement, so they could see the imagery. Because a lot of what I wrote was based on the events that I saw in those films or in the footage. So then I recorded the album. The director Maria and a great editor named Ivan Spee, we all got together, and I specifically said, "This is kind of what I want for this, and this is kind of what I want for this," and we all put our heads together, and they became three. It started. We started with three short films: Black Echo 3 and 4, which is Bamboo and Iron, Jab Malasi, and we also have one called Dam Lorraine, which is actually available when you buy the album on iTunes. And so we use them in performance, and it creates a whole different sphere. It creates a whole different sphere for the show, because what we get to do is we literally put people in Trinidad on the streets during Carnival. So they're literally there, so they could see what it's like to play the instrument. They see how the instrument is tuned. They see what the costume makers do to get ready to get into character. They see someone go from being a regular day farmer to be one of the most feared Blue Devils. They go from seeing someone who's an accountant become one of the most feared stick fighters in Trinidad. They literally get to see the transformation on screen while the music is playing, and that's why I felt like it was an experiment, and it worked because people immediately were there. And that was because for me, music, I want music to be an immersive experience. So I want to take you out of the hall that we're in, and put you where I was when I saw this and felt moved enough to write music about it, so that you could be there and see it and feel it, and then get your. It's so interesting. I love conversations with the to the show, when signing CDs or whatever, and just what they take from those things, what they saw, what they'd experienced before, what they had questions about. It's always fascinating. But what it does is, like, art for me should always cause thought and cause conversation, and it does that.